LaShun, you provide a lot of awesome services, and they're very unique in their own way. How did you know that this was the field that you should go into? And, how did you get started?
Truthfully, I can't even say, okay, I set my mind to say that I'm going to be a holistic practitioner. I'm going to bring these services to women. That is not something that entered into my consciousness no time, no place within the last 20 years. I started out in the traditional medical setting. I was a phlebotomist, a nutritionist, a medical assistant. I was doing things on that end. But maybe about 4 years ago, I went for training as a Yoni steam practitioner. So everybody know what a Yoni steam is. And like most people think, I go to learn about Yoni steaming. I'm thinking it's about, hey, I'm just going to sit this woman over these herbs, and she's going to feel good. She's going to get a little toning, and everything going to feel good. But when I went, I found out that Yoni steaming is actually a healing tool. It's something to where you can have your client to connect with her womb energy, to start making adjustments, finding out what womb energy is really about. As far as that's where your intuition, your emotions, your womb is actually another portal into another universe. Actually, if you think about how we come here as babies, in our mother's womb, we came from another portal. So I started learning those types of things. As far as this is not just where we birth our babies from. This is not just where we hold them until they're born, but this is actually where we hold our ideas that we birth as well, our intuition, that little knowing that says that, hey, something just ain't a little bit right. But it's also where we hold our emotions at too. So once I started learning those types of things, I was like, okay, so when I go back to start providing this Yoni steam service, I have to help them to dig a little bit deeper. I have to help them to understand that their womb it's not something you readily want to just give up. It's not something that, and I've heard women say it so many times, especially when they're faced with getting a hysterectomy or something like that, just take it out. I'm not having any more kids or anything like that. Not realizing that their womb is really their center. It's everything. And women that have hysterectomies, later on they find out that, okay, maybe they got rid of that one problem, but now they have another set of problems. They get another problem. So going to the Yoni steam training was the turning point of me actually starting to work with women as far as healing is concerned. But when I first came back, because I wasn't dealing with my stuff the way that I should, I still just was putting those women and sitting them on those herbs. That's all I was doing. So, but then when I started dealing with my own stuff, when I started reaching and tapping into what was going on with me, then that's when I started looking at the women that was coming in here, and I could see in their eyes that there was something deeper. There was hurt, trauma, low self-esteem, just overall not feeling well, putting on a face every day, smiling when you don't really want to smile, saying yes to things when you really want to say no to things, and sometimes I would have conversations and talk with them, and it would be heartbreaking for me sometimes, and then that's when it's important that I keep my energy good, because if I'm talking to you and I'm in a bad mood and you ain't feeling your best, and we both finna be in a bad mood, because I don't have anything to give you to help put you in a better situation, a higher vibration, So I always have to make sure that when I engage with my clients, I'm feeding them. I'm not taking from them,
That's powerful. That's awesome.